You probably clicked on this video because you read the title Travel Anxiety. Maybe you had some experience with it, read some tips like breathe at the airport, calm yourself down, rub some essential oils like lavender oil on your wrist. And I have shocking news for you. The truth is, travel anxiety doesn't begin at the airport. It begins years or even decades before. I have some pretty good insights for you in this video, so I would appreciate if you could stick some minutes with me and give some very valuable time of your time for me, for my voice, and just listen what I have to say to you in this video. So I'm 24 years old, and in my whole life, I've taken over 100 flights across different countries like the United States, Europe, and I've taken over 400 train journeys across Europe and different European countries. So what I have to share in this video for you is from very good value. And I know exactly what it feels like to have travel anxiety. I coped travel anxiety a lot of years ago when I traveled from Germany to Slovakia and vice versa. My first solo travel was when I was 16 years old. I traveled solo to visit my grandparents with a fast train. The train was called the ICE. It's a fast German train. I was traveling with this train regularly from Germany to Slovakia and from Slovakia to Germany. And I coped travel anxiety regularly at train stations. I was panicking because of the heat, because of temperatures, because of too much people, because of crowded areas, because of the feeling to be trapped in a train and to not getting out for long hours. I had the feeling to step out of the train and just be free and walk freely. So I know exactly what travel anxiety feels like. But do you want to know some truth? Breathing and saying to oneself, hey, I have to be calm, or using some lavender oil, this will maybe calm you down for just a few minutes. But when you just step in the plane again and the plane departs, you will feel this anxiety again, and again. And then you will ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? Why all those people are sharing their tips and their hacks and then pretending to be some good travel advisors, maybe some good people who know those hacks? Should I tell you, those aren't good people? Listen to me when I have to share something with you right now. So what I've discovered is called the travel operating system. This is a system which allows you to travel with calmness and complete freedom. Let me share something with you. So travel anxiety begins months, even if not decades and years, in your head. One tip, or one thing you can do right away in order to cope travel anxiety is picturing and priming your mind days or even weeks before you travel. You have to live through the situation before. What does this exactly mean? When you go to the airport, and especially if you don't travel often, because let's be honest, the most people from us, we don't travel every week. Businessmen, CEOs, they travel every week, so they don't cope travel anxiety, because when you travel often, your body gets used to living through the situation. When you spend every week on airports, your body knows, okay, this feeling again, you're exposed to the thing. Exposure is one thing you need to know. And the thing which is going to help you is called CBT, is called exposure therapy. So what you're going to do right now is you're going through exposure therapy. And exposure therapy consists of picturing and imagining what you're going through right now. So you're going to expose your mind through living through the situation. That means you have to live through the whole airport before you really live it in the situation the day of your travel. So you have to kind of play in your mind how the airport will look like, how it will feel like, how it will smell like, what you're going to do. Play it, how you will walk through the gates, what maybe happen in the complete worst case, what maybe will go wrong in the worst case. Play all the worst case scenarios. Put it in your mind, how it would feel in the most worst case. How would you feel like? What if someone dies next to you? How it will feel like if someone collapses, has a heart attack? If you pee your pants, everything is wet. How will it feel like? I know it's maybe feel crazy, but this is the approach you need to do. Imagine every worst case scenario that could possibly go wrong in a situation. Imagine you sit on a plane and the plane is crashing and you can't get out and you cry and shout. Imagine every worst case scenario you can possibly have. Imagine at the gate control, at the gate security check, they find something in your bag and they need to go to the inspection and they can't let you in. Imagine every worst case scenario. And you might think, well, that's going to make me feel bad. But in the retrospection, you realize that all the situations are just complete bullshit and will never happen in real life. And this is called the exposure therapy, which will help you cope this bad feelings in the present, because you realize when you're there actually at the airport, hey, everything is fine. I'm feeling good, and this will have a psychological effect on your brain, and you will realize you will feel actually very good at the airport if you do it often and every day and practice it every hour, calmly in your bed, dark, in a meditative situation. This helped me really good. This was a strategy I used like pretty much often. I discovered it myself because I've taken CBT therapy for my OCD and Tourette's to cope my OCD tics. So I applied it to the travel system to cope travel anxiety. So CBT therapy is something you can Google. You can prove it. It's the best proven therapy system. By the way, I'm not a therapist. I'm just sharing my experience, how I did it. So yeah, just picture to recap it. You just have to picture every single step on the airport. And by the way, it doesn't need to be wrong. If you don't feel picturing all the bad things, by the way, I've told you the bad things right now, so you may be thinking about it. Sorry. But just picture all the things on the airport, like how you walk through, how it smells, how it feels, what other people think of you, how other people think, how other people see you, all the things on the airport which have the elements of the travel day. Picture them, live through it, just do a walk over. You walk in the airport, you walk through, you see the airplane coming, you walk in the airplane, you sit in the airplane. Just picture the whole thing multiple times before your travel day. And this should reduce your travel anxiety, definitely. So try this. And after you tried it, let me know in the comments how it went, because I'm curious hearing about your story and about your approach to definite success in your travel journey. And by the way, before this video ends, just give me another 2 minutes because I have something to share with you. So this was just an extract of my travel operating system. The travel operating system is a one-time course which you get for a lifetime, which you can purchase on a link below. It's a one-time fee. You can purchase it for $47. I'm just finishing the course, so if you grab it right now, you can get it for a one-time fee. I would appreciate your support. It's a full-time course with all kind of information about traveling, calmness, hacks, tips and tricks about traveling. So you get a travel operating system, so you can be a complete travel pro with all tips and tricks around traveling. So it's very extremely productive. And yeah, so you get a full package of everything what I shared in this video, but on a much deeper level. And yeah, so I hope you like this video and see you in the next one.